Well, hello everybody and welcome to this Applying to UCAS webinar. My name is Kirsty Patterson and I work as a Student Recruitment Coordinator here at the University of the West of Scotland. Today I'm joined by my colleague Lisa Craig, who is on in the background to help out with any questions that we might have. Speaking of questions, if you do have any questions at any point during the presentation today, if you're on Zoom, please feel free to pop them into the Q&A box, or if you're watching on Facebook, you can pop them onto the comments box and we'll get to them at the end of the presentation. In today's presentation, we'll be covering a quick look at UWS, what is UCAS, preparation before applying, the application process, and what happens post-submission. So without further ado, let's get started. We're a bit unique here at UWS, as we not only have one campus, but we have 5. 4 of our campuses are based in the west of Scotland, in Paisley, Lanarkshire, Ayr and Dumfries, and we have a 5th campus in London that has more of a focus on postgraduate study. A key thing to note when you are applying to us is that not all of our programmes are taught at all of our campuses. So it is super important, particularly when you're applying on UCAS, that you check the website or our prospectus to make sure that you know where a programme is being taught before you apply. Although we are a modern university, we do have origins dating back to 1897. So we really do know what we're doing here at UWS. We are a multicultural university with staff and students from over 130 nations. You'll not only leave UWS with a degree, but you'll have also widened your horizons by meeting like-minded people from all walks of life. Many of our programmes are also professionally recognised and have practical experience options available. And they also enable study abroad opportunities, which means you will be able to become a work-ready graduate, something that is incredibly important to employers today. We've also been collecting many awards in the past few years, including top in the UK 100% overall student satisfaction in a number of subjects, including chemical, process and energy engineering, marketing and mental health nursing, just to name a few. In the Times Higher Education's Young University Rankings in 2021, we are in the top 130 category, something that we are incredibly proud of here at UWS. And these are just some of the reasons to join our fantastic university, but you can view more of our statistics on our website. We have 4 academic schools here at UWS with a wide variety of programmes to choose from. And our schools include business and creative industries, education and social sciences, health and life sciences, and computing, engineering and physical sciences. So let's move on to UCAS. What is UCAS? Well, UCAS stands for Universities and Colleges Admission Service, and it is an independent charity that provides information, advice and admission services to inspire and facilitate educational progression. As a centralised admission service, they encourage students to consider courses and learning opportunities across the UK and help to promote choice. So basically, UCAS is the online platform that you will use to apply to university. So if you're not 100% sure on what course you want to apply for or what university you'd like to go to, the UCAS website has lots of useful tools to help you do your research. You can use the job profiles to explore different career roles and pathways, or you can take the buzz quiz to find out more about your individual strengths and what roles may suit you. The Career Finder tool is ideal for considering options after education as well. The UCAS website also has a wide range of blogs, case studies and student videos that you can view to help you with all aspects of the application process, student finance and insights into the higher education experience from students of all ages and backgrounds. UCAS also will run a series of exhibitions where you'll be able to chat to colleagues from universities and colleges up and down the country and about subjects that you're interested in. So keep an eye on the UCAS website for any of these events coming up. And finally, they also suggest that you attend some open days. One thing to be aware of about open days is that a lot of institutions are unable to host physical open days at the moment due to the situation. However, many are hosting online open days, and they're a great opportunity for you to ask questions about courses, find out about sports and activities, societies, student support, and so much more. So I highly recommend that if you can, you check some of these out. Another function that you can use to help you prepare is the UCAS Hub. With the UCAS Hub, you can plan your next steps by using the handy tools to help you make choices and start your application. These tools include the Explore tool, where you can search subjects and discover courses, the Notepad to make notes of any of the things that you find. The Apprenticeship Finder will help you find apprenticeships in your area. The Personal Statement Builder will help you structure your writing and help you to introduce yourself to universities. And the Tariff Calculator tallies your UCAS points to see if you meet the entry requirements of courses and much more. Your hub is your space, so you can organise the widgets, remove the ones you don't need. It's completely up to you. And you can find the UCAS Hub on the UCAS website at www.ucas.com/hub. So some key facts to be aware of before you start the application process. Firstly, it's an online application where you will have to register with UCAS and create login details. Registration takes about 10 minutes and you're able to log in and out of your application as much as you want or need to complete it. You can scan the barcode in the middle of the screen and this will take you straight to the UCAS registration page. You can make a maximum of 5 choices on your application. Now that could be 5 courses at one university, 1 course at 5 different universities, or 5 courses at 5 different universities. The choice is completely yours, but you are limited to 5. And considering that there are 19 higher education institutions in Scotland alone, that's really not a lot of choice. You do not have to make all of these choices all at once. You can add more later on, however, remember to check the application deadline. There are some choice restrictions, meaning if you would like to apply for dentistry, medicine, veterinary medicine, or veterinary science, you have a maximum of 4 choices. And you can only apply for no more than 1 course at either the University of Oxford or the University of Cambridge. There is also a cost involved when applying through UCAS, and if you'd like to make only 1 choice, the cost is £20, or if you'd like to make between 2 and 5 choices, the cost is £26. No matter how early or close to the deadline you submit your application, UCAS ensures that all applications are equally considered. Therefore, please don't rush to get your application sent in. Take your time, double check it, get someone else to check it, and make sure you're fully happy with it before submitting. And finally, UCAS have an invisibility of choices policy, meaning that they send your application to each of your chosen universities at the same time, which ensures that each university decides independently of each other whether to offer you a place and what conditions that offer may hold. It's only much later on in the application cycle, when you have received all of your decisions on all of your choices and applied to any offers, will each university be able to see the details of other choices. It's very, very important to UCAS that confidentiality is maintained on course and university choices until each offer has been responded to by you. So let's talk a little bit about the application process. The application itself is fairly straightforward. You will have up to about 8 sections to complete. The first being your personal details, which includes information such as your name and address, etc. Any additional information, what student finance you plan to take, your choices. The education section will ask for all of the qualifications that you currently hold and all of the pending qualifications, which is the qualifications that you are currently studying. You will also be asked about any employment that you may have, and then you'll be asked about your personal statement. Once you've completed your personal statement, you will then send that on to your reference. Now, your reference will mostly be provided by a guidance teacher if you're at school, or perhaps a lecturer if you're at college. And if you've been out of education for some time, your reference can be a professional colleague. As you progress through your application, you will be able to see the status of each section, i.e. not started, in progress and completed. Once you have completed all of the sections of your application, it will be sent on to your referee, who will complete your reference, and they will then send it back to UCAS, who will send it on to your chosen universities or colleges. UCAS will send you an automated acknowledgement and or reminder emails at various stages of your application journey, so you won't forget about it. And as I've said, a personal statement is a huge part of the application process. And I'm just going to briefly mention the personal statement just now. It is the biggest and most important section of your UCAS application. This is your chance to really sell yourself and convince the universities and colleges on why you should get a place to study with them. You only do one personal statement, so it needs to be applicable to all of your choices. You're allowed a maximum of 4,000 characters or 47 lines and a minimum of 1,000 characters. And most importantly, please do not plagiarise. UCAS will put your personal statement through plagiarism software, and if you have copied somebody else's work, your application unfortunately will not be sent on to your chosen universities. If you'd like to find out more about the personal statement and find out some really helpful hints and tips on how to write your personal statement, we are running a personal statement webinar next week on Wednesday, the 27th of November, the 17th of November at 2:15 p.m. Be sure to sign up for that, and I'll give some more details about that a little later on. So what happens after you have submitted your application? So after the universities have received your application, you will begin to receive offers back. The university will make one of three offers. Unconditional, meaning that you have met all of the conditions and they would like to offer you a place on their course. Conditional means that they have accepted your application, but you have some conditions that you may have to meet prior to receiving an unconditional offer. For example, the university may be waiting to see what the results of your hires or your college course are, or they may ask you to attend an interview. They may ask you to provide a portfolio or to do an addition, or to submit an admissions test. The other offer that you may get back is an unsuccessful. Unsuccessful in your application means that the university is unwilling to accept your application for whatever reason. And this may be that you didn't meet the entry requirements, or your personal statement perhaps wasn't strong enough. Please do not worry if it does take several months for a university to get back to you on your decision. This is simply due to the volume of applications that they are working through, and the universities do have their own set of deadlines by which they must make decisions on applications. So please do not worry if you submit your application in December, say, and you don't hear back until perhaps March time. That is completely normal. And unfortunately, it is just a waiting game, but you will hear back in due time. So how will you know what offers you have received? You can view all of your correspondence via UCAS Track. You just log in with your username and password, and UCAS Track allows you to follow the progress of your application 24/7. You can view the choices that you made and your personal information. You can view any of your offers and any conditions that you may have received, and you can reply to all of your offers here in UCAS Track. When you have received all of your offers, you are then only allowed to carry two forward. The first being your firm and first choice, and the second being your insurance choice. Your insurance choice acts as a backup if you do not get into your firm choice for perhaps you weren't successful in an interview and such likes. It's very, very important that you're realistic when making these choices. You will have sat your exams by the time you need to make these choices, so you should have a good indication of how you have performed and if you think you'll be able to meet your conditions, that is, if you have any. So once you've made your firm and insurance choice, you must then decline any other offers that you hold. You do not have to make an insurance choice if you are sure that you're only interested in one of your offers and you cannot swap between your insurance and firm choices. So just make you really considered your options if you decide to not make an insurance choice. Once you've been accepted with your place in your firm choice, your insurance choice will disappear and you don't have to worry about that. So what happens if you're perhaps in the position where you have received no offers from any of your choices? Well, not to worry, all is not lost. You do still have some options available. The first being extra, which is a chance to apply to more universities if you're not offered a place at any of your 5 choices, or if by some reason you have declined all of your offers. You can use extra to apply to other universities that still have vacancies. You can apply for several courses in extra, but you can only apply for one course at a time. Another option is clearing. You may be entered into clearing if you have not received any offers, declined all of your offers, didn't meet your conditions, or if you have applied for the first time after the 30th of June 2022. Clearing is where the universities will post a list of courses that still have vacancies. If you're interested in any of the courses available, you must contact the university yourself and ask if you can be offered a place on their clearing course. You must have this permission from the university before you add a clearing choice in track. You may apply for any course that has a place left, and you do not have to keep the same subject that you first applied for. However, you do still need to meet the entry requirements. Once you have added a clearing choice, you cannot change it until the university has made the decision and you have received the decision back from them. Another option is adjustment. So you can use adjustment if your results are better than expected and they both meet and exceed the conditions of your firmly accepted offer. You have up to 5 calendar days from the time your place was confirmed to reconsider where and what you want to study. There are no adjustment vacancy lists, so you will have to contact the university directly to discuss the availability of an adjustment place. To secure an adjustment place, you must receive an alternative offer through UCAS before the 5-day period ends. If you do not receive an alternative place, you will remain accepted at your firm choice university. Please do make sure that you fully understand the adjustment process before you pursue it, because if you make a mistake, you may end up with no university offers. So I do recommend that you do have a good search on the UCAS website and properly understand the adjustment process before you decide to go down that route. So moving on to some key dates. Most importantly, applications are open now. You can make your own application to UCAS right now. Unfortunately, for anyone who is interested in medicine, dentistry, veterinary medicine, veterinary science, and the courses at Oxford or Cambridge, that deadline has passed. It was the 15th of October. So if you are interested in applying to any of those courses or universities, the next chance for you to apply will be 2022. However, all equal consideration application deadlines for all other courses is the 26th of January 2022. So you do still have some time to get your application put together and submitted. The 25th of February 2022 is when Extra opens. The 30th of June 2022 is the last date for all applications before clearing. And the 5th of July 2022 is when clearing opens. So the main date for you guys just now to remember is the 26th of January 2022. I mentioned earlier a little bit about attending open days and such likes. Well, I'm just going to highlight some events that UWS has running in November that'd be really great if you could attend. The first couple being our webinars. So the 17th, as I mentioned earlier, is our personal statement tips webinar, which is at 12:15. And then the 24th of November at 12:15 again is our student life webinar. These webinars can be viewed through Zoom, and you can sign up for these webinars via our UWS website. However, they will also be streamed like this one through Facebook Live. So if you didn't get a chance to attend at 12:15, you can watch it later on Facebook. And you will also be able to watch it later on our student recruitment YouTube page. This takes a quick Google and it'll come up fairly easily. So that's the 17th and 24th for our following webinars. And we also have some experience days coming up. Our open day, unfortunately, has now passed. It was in October, but we are offering some on-campus physical experience days. On Saturday, 13th, this Saturday, it is Ayr Campus. On the 20th, it is Paisley Campus, and the 27th is the Lanarkshire Campus. Now, these experience days are a great way to come on to our campus. You will receive a fantastic campus tour by one of our brilliant student ambassadors, and then you will have the chance to speak to a representative of the schools as well if you are interested in any of our courses, as well as the chance to speak to any of our supporter services as well, who will also represented at our experience days. You can sign up for our experience days again through our website, and all you have to do is just quick Google and it'll come up for you fairly easily. And the final thing I want to mention is our prospectus. So you can view more and find out more about UWS, our campuses, our facilities, our courses that we offer via our website. And you can also download and create your very own UWS personalised digital prospectus. Again, you can follow the QR code on screen, or you can just give it a quick Google or follow the website on screen and it'll come up fairly instantly. It's a fantastic service that we offer. So I really do recommend that you utilise our digital prospectus. We also have our excellent Ask team who are on hand if you have any questions at all, and they can be contacted through email at ask@uws.ac.uk, or you can give them a call on 0800 027 1000. So that's it from me on this applying to UCAS webinar. I'm just going to see if we have any questions at all in the Q&A and the chat. Please do feel free to pop any in just now. I'll hang on for a couple of more minutes to see if anything comes in.
Kirsty, there's none so far on the chat, but we do have one on the Facebook Live, and it's: when do you reapply as a returning student who has withdrawn previously and has completed access to nursing?
So is this just to apply again if they've
they're applying
again?
Past? So yeah, just the 26th of January.
Yep, it is. You just apply like everyone else, and as long as it's submitted by the 26th of January, your application will be in the system.
Perfect, thank you. That's everything so far.
Fantastic. Well, we can't see any other questions coming through, so we'll just leave it there. And as I've said, you can contact our fantastic Ask team if you do think of any questions at a later date. But thank you everyone for joining us. I hope this was helpful, and we do really hope to see you at UWS in the future. Thank you everyone.